But for now, yeah, obviously we are going to be seeing both players stick to their mains at least for round one. Because frankly, this is what they do best. It doesn't matter who's got matchup knowledge on who, we're gonna give it our best shot and just see what comes of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So with this kind of matchup, you're kind of expecting, again, those kind of the kind of slow approach. So this is going to be more of a passive matchup. Not to say that they can't be aggressive, because obviously if the approaches become too still from either side, they do have those kind of burst options and punish game to kind of take it out. But you know what? Just as I say it, Raflow just decides, you know what? I'm going to completely ignore what you're saying, and I'm going to just lay 85% on my opponent. And Zandark is already in a difficult position.
Yeah, it's like pre-DLC Palutena was one of the undisputed best characters in the entire game, and Raflow kind of shows us time and time again, she hasn't really gone anywhere. They caught Zandark at the start and they did 55, and then before Zandark had the time to breathe coming back from the ledge, it had gone up to 80. Now it's at 132. Raflow tried for a teleport cancel and is trying to put Zandark in the grave before the first minute's gone, and it looks like it might be about to happen. Zandark needs to make this back, but I just don't think they're gonna get it. The wind box as well, insult to injury. Raflow takes the first stock.
That was just the perfect example of everything that Palutena has in her kit to be used, Alex. We saw the auto reticle to catch the double jump. We saw the down smash wind box to stop the side B from reaching the ledge. We saw, the nair, the up air to just juggle. And then we saw the down tilt to ledge trap. This player, Raflow, knows everything about his character, and it's beautiful to see. And not to say that Zandark is out of it yet, but the kind of advantage state that Raflow is showing is so scary to deal with.
That it is, and it always will be. Zandark honestly isn't putting up too bad of a showing. They're knowing that if they just kind of go in and approach Raflow as no tomorrow, they're gonna get punished for it. And a really unfortunate, weird little bit of scrapping in there does lead to them in disadvantage. This is where we saw them absolutely suffer during the first stock, but this time they wait it out, get it good, find the F tilt to pop Raflow away, reset back to neutral. They may be down, but they're not. Oh, round one, game one, all about the download. I'll say it time and time again.
Absolutely. This might be quite bad to look at in terms of, wow, two stocks to one, or three stocks to one rather, with two stocks to oh my god! That caught me off guard.
Why would I run in when I can approach with the same speed and it has a hitbox and it kills?
So as I was just saying, that is a scary thing to see, but with the kind of options that you can choose, maybe it's not so scary to deal with. Or we see, oh my god, I was just about to say we finally see a lower recovery there to stop the kind of edge guards that we saw with the auto reticles and the wind boxes from the down smash. But you know what, Raflow just says, I'm ready for that. Hits that down air and we're going straight into game two.
Faith, you know what I love? Whenever I watch, like, lower level Smash Ultimate, even at a competitive level, when people really want to get a certain kind of edge guard, it's quite scripted. You know when it's coming, you know where it's coming from. When top players want to spike you, it's a jump scare. It's like you blink, they're off stage, you've been hit, the game's over. GG's, shake my hand, go to the next round. And speaking of go to the next round, they went back to PS2. Yeah.
I love that. No thoughts, head empty, run it back. We love to see it. We're going to see, probably the same kind of game style from Raflow, because again, you know what, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And we can see it's not broken in that aspect, but it's definitely broken in terms of that damage. We are at 80% already, Alex.
We definitely are, and Zandark is not taking it sitting down this time, finding some damage back, refusing to go down quite as easy as they did last time. As I said, round one, it's the download. Raflow seems to be coping just fine, following the same kind of game plans before. Zandark has adapted a little bit, at least getting some damage, getting some purchase on this stock so far, and has somewhat adapted to how Raflow likes to keep you at the ledge, working their way around it, using their fast food really well, and mixing up the angles of their recovery specifically to constantly keep Raflow guessing.
I was going to comment when it happened. I was going to say it was a huge. What I realised that was quite big. Speaking of big, that back air is quite big, taking that stock there. But what I was going to say before is I was kind of shocked and honestly really impressed with the way that Raflow was using the fade back nairs to cover a lot of the options in the air for the ledge trap. So it was like even one hit will just put you back into that position, and it is, getting sent off stage again is just scary to deal with, especially with the lack of resources that you have after, the first attempt or two. Oh
That
my
one.
god.
That one is definitely going to hurt. Everything we were saying about Zandark getting this download, it all seems to have gone somewhat nowhere, as Raflow has just kept on going. The Narracopter taking off time and time again, and it's unfortunate because no matter how you adapt, there's not much you can really do about it at low percents. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's the Palutena tax. You get hit by one there, you're gonna take that 50. It's a washing machine, and it's gonna clean up that percent. But looking at it now again, it's so unfortunate because with the way that Zandark is moving, I think, again, with the way that Zandark's moving, I think there is a lot of potential there, but it's just, with the only ability to see it is against, one of the best players in the world, it's just like, it's unfortunate to not see it, maybe in a, like we said before, in a winners round one, where we could see, like, less of a killer matchup. We could see there 2-0 to Raflow already. He's, again, looking a bit disappointed there for the kind of showing there in game 2, but there's still the potential to get a game, and then once you get the game, you've got that momentum back, and Zandark can absolutely push that.
See, this is actually what I like to think about, right? Because I'm sure everyone knows. I'm not going to have to go into too much information about like seeding wise, right? You always try and seed the best people into like the lower people because you want to see the best people go through. Realistically, the point of seeding is to get first seed and second seed to meet in grands. You don't want them being knocked out too early. And it's unfortunate because it means that in pools, you get matches where top players completely run through people that aren't ready for them. But just sometimes, you see something happen, something magical, and the early stages of pools go completely crazy and different to what you would have expected. And all I want here is for Zandark to take this game. I want to see something evolve from here. And I think there is potential. They just need to take all the knowledge that we've been seeing them even put into place time and time again. And we just need to see it all come together for this one.
Absolutely. Just like you were saying, oh no, not the jump scare. Oh, just all of our points go out the window when Raflow plays Alex. Unbelievable. Oh, and the Palutena tax is coming through again. We're going to see that 50% basically. And again, it's just a lot, isn't it? It's a lot to deal with when it comes to, the Goddess of the Kid Icarus series. It's a lot of damage to deal with.
That it is. Those F2s being used really well to cover the ledge, but Zandark times it just like a Rhythm Heaven game, finding their way in between and getting a little bit of purchase. But just as I say it, they're back in disadvantage again. I blinked, and they're off the side of the stage, and they lost a stock! Palutena down air is Raflow's best friend, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And just like that, it's used to set up another combo. Zandark being forced to try and make another approach, but I feel like they're just kind of that they're swinging too much. They're going a bit too hell for leather. We're seeing them just kind of trying to pressure Raflow's shield, but it's not spaced well enough, leaving them open to punishment from Raflow every time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, there we go. We've got that back air, and again, the main thing I can see is that the kind of stage control that Raflow has is making it difficult. Again, we're seeing the jab to kind of stop any kind of rapid approaches off the ledge, but a good get-up attack, and hopefully, it's not a lot of damage, but hopefully you can start a bit of a comeback here for Zandark, but it's looking quite bad at the moment. Again, we can see the kind of oppressive stage control that Raflow has, and it's looking scary, but a juggle situation once again missed.
Oh my god, yeah. Down tilt back air. Taylor's oldest time. It will pop you up. It will kill you. Raflow takes a very slick 3-0 victory, pushing, unfortunately, a second wolf of this stream into the lower side of bracket. But that's fine. It doesn't mean their run's over. That was winner's side, keep in mind.